Good evening. Tonight's main story: a West Virginia University student dies due to alcohol poisoning. This and more at 11. Common headline we hear in the news all the time. First thing you might think is, oh, poor guy, poor girl. Then you might think it's probably in a fraternity or sorority. And you may be right. Fraternities and sororities have a bad rap in the media because of these reasons. The media also doesn't cover all the good they do for their community, university, and the student members. So tonight, I want to tell you getting involved in Greek life could be beneficial to your future. Now, there are disadvantages and advantages to being a part of Greek life, and I think the advantages outweigh the disadvantages. Done my research. I've been around Greek life, although not a part of it. I have many friends and family that have been a part of the Greek life, and I would like to take tonight to talk to you about the history of Greek life, advantages and disadvantages, and ultimately why it's be a good decision and a wise decision to be a part of the Greek life. All right, now, first we're going to start with the history. A Hofstra Legal Review wrote this: "Let it be said that fraternities are about what matters most: enduring friendships, founded on shared principles and personal affinities, living out good lives, not just having good times, cordial laughter, delightful gaiety, robust merriment, the lively pleasures of good companions, the sustaining loyalty of old comrades through whatever fortune or adversary will appear, the settled conviction that lives are lived to the best effect when firmly secured by mutual bonds of deep affection, administration, and respect, and freedom, if wisely chosen. There is fraternity in a fraternity. If rightly used, there is joy." Now, fraternities first began on December 5th, 1776, at the College of William and Mary. It was Phi Beta Kappa. The next fraternity to come up was at Union College in Schenectady, New York, in 1825. Two more popped up in 1827, making these three fraternities referred to as the Union Triad. Now, the Hofstra Legal Review says sometimes these three were called the Union Triad and became the pattern for future fraternities. Now, in 1851, the first sisterhood was formed, but the first sorority wasn't founded until 1876, which was Phi Beta or Pi Beta Phi. Fraternities were first created as secret societies. See, the colleges had a monopoly on what the students learned, and a Hofstra Law Review says during the mid-19th century, colleges believed that because of a finite set of learning in Greek, Latin, history, philosophy, and the sciences, they had a monopoly over thinking and the conduct of their students. So they formed secret societies to keep up with the current events. The most important component to a frat or sorority is the ritual. The ritual is a member initiation where they learn all the specific things about their particular fraternity or sorority. Hofstra says the ritual is a serious ceremony where new members learn about the underlying meaning and historic rationale for their fraternity's existence. Now, moving on to the pros and cons. First, the cons. Obviously, over-partying is a big one. If you drink too much or too often, you're going to fall behind in your studies. Simple as that. Now, hazing is where fraternities and sororities get such a bad rap. The news reports more hazing than the good that the fraternities and sororities do. Bestschools.org write many new fraternities and sorority members or pledges submit to physical, emotional, and psychological manipulation of this sort regularly in the name of joining Greek organizations.